Hi everyone, it's Jay from Mitosu Crafts. Thank you for joining me today for the Global Stampin Video Hop with the theme of card making trends. So around this time of the year, a huge trend is Christmas in July, so crafters can start crafting for that big season, as well as using new products from the upcoming mini catalog, which is live now for demonstrators, and it'll be live for customers from August. So this is the new mini catalog. It's got some lovely products in there, but I can't show you that just yet. I'll also be using a free celebration item. So celebration is anything on this brochure you can get for free if your order qualifies. The stamp set or the bundle that I'll be using today is the Words of Cheer bundle, which comes with the dies, Christmas cheer dies. So, and this dies is great because it's got the words, of course, to match with the stamp set name, as well as elements that you can use to build up your card. And the free celebration item you may have already spotted is this Dazzling specialty paper. It is gorgeous, that one, and you can get that for free for orders which are £45 or more before PNB. So for today's card, I'm also challenging myself to create a white on white card, which is a trend that I've seen quite a bit this last month. So I'll be using basic thick white and basic white card for the layer. And this one is 7 centimeter by 12.3 centimeters or 2 3/4 of an inch by 4 7/8. My card base is our normal card base, which is 14.6 centimeters by 21 centimeters folded in half at 10.5 centimeters. Okay, so that's my base and my layer. I'm going to use this as my mat to frame the card or the layer underneath, and this one is just 0.3 centimeters bigger than the layer, so that's 7.3 centimeters by 12.6 or 2 7/8 by 5 inches, which is 1/8 of an inch bigger than that one. Okay, I've gone ahead and actually created a frame with this because you don't want to be wasting this. If it's going to be underneath, I wanted to make sure that I'm making the most of this paper because it's just really shimmery and gorgeous. And I'll quickly show you how I've achieved that with the paper trimmer. On our lives, I was asked to show this briefly, so I thought I'll do it for this hop. So basically, if you want a frame, you just align on your paper trimmer the edge of the card. So you want it either, yeah, I did this for 1 centimeters or 3/8 of an inch. And then just go and place your cutter to 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter less than the card that you're cutting. So for this one, it is 4/5/8 of an inch. Press that down and then cut it all the way up, and only cut it up to the 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch from the ruler there. Okay, and you're gonna turn your card clockwise or anti-clockwise, it doesn't matter, and you do the same. So you take note of what the measurement is on your trimmer, and then take off 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter, and then place your cutter and then go up to the 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeters, and then cut that down, and you continue around, and then it will cut out the middle, which you can use for another project, or you can even die cut that. Just this frame will nicely add shimmer onto my layer. Next, I'm going to show you how to die cut the topper, as well as using your dies to emboss. Now you will need your cutting machine. So I've got the Stampin Up Cut and Emboss machine here. So first we will die cut these layer. So I'm just gonna aim probably more towards the left. So I'll have my sentiment, my other sentiment across there. So I'm just added that on, and it's really easy die cutting. If you haven't done it yet, you do just need to make sure that your sandwich or the plates that you have on your machine is correct. And it cuts the word out. So here we have the word, which have got some lovely flourishes on the edges there. And to cut, you just need the base plate, the number 1, number 2, and the 2 cutting plates, which are the number 3s. Okay, so now we are going to emboss with the die. So with this one, you will need a craft silicone sheet, which looks like this. And I'm going to take off my plate number 2, so I'm taking that off, but I will add my plate 3 if I show it there. Plate 3, silicone sheet, my paper or card, and I'm going to die cut or emboss this on top. So normally the way that this die was designed, you cut another sheet of card, another piece of card, and you lay it on top. But I wanted to try this out to see the white on white effect on just embossing the card, because the die sits nicely on top. And there you go. Isn't that amazing? So it added the detail of that die and embossed that on the card. So I'm going to inlay that back in, and you can see because it's been embossed, it slightly doesn't fit too well, or it will be quite loose. So I'm going to use sticky tape just to add that on, or you can use tear and tape as well, but I'm just going to use sticky tape. Just be aware that you're not covering the holes on there, and you're not covering the flourishes as well. We're independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrators based in the UK, so if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up! Products from our online shop. Do use the current host code, which can be found on our website at mitosocrafts.com, to receive a handmade card from us or any extra gifts if your order qualifies. I think that is okay. And whilst we're here, I am going to fold up those flourishes as well. So there we go. That is the top part done. So now we're going to decorate the card base. So with this one, because it's photopolymer stamp, I'm going to use the large image. I will use a pierce mat as well, just to cushion that. And underneath, I will add just piece of paper on there. And I'm going to use smoky slate. So smoky slate ink, but I'm gonna stamp off first. So second generation ink. So just ink that up. And I'm gonna align that to the top and then the edge there as well. So stamp off and align those two up. And it just creates a light stamp because it's a second generation. I'm gonna do the same for these corners and align the same way. There we go. So it just adds interest onto the background. So next I'm gonna white emboss the second sentiment, which is Christmas, or you can use holidays as well, or if you want a smaller one, there's a smaller Christmas there. So I'm going to do that on basic black. I have treated it and just used embossing body to do that, and you will need a Versamark ink pad as well, so this stays wet for a longer period of time, which makes it ideal for white Stampin' Emboss powder. So I'm just going to align that and stamp that at the bottom. It's just easier to cut it afterwards when you're using the corner of a card. So just sprinkle your embossing powder. Tap the back. And then you'll need a heat tool. Don't forget to check out the links below for the product list, as well as the next video to the Global Stampin Video Hop. So right, I'm just gonna trim my sentiment. And using my handy trimmer, I'm just gonna cut that down. And that is the second sentiment done. So to finish up, we're just gonna add our layer onto the specialty paper. So I'm just adding glue to the edges. You can even do the other way actually, but I do prefer just a hint of that. And I'm just gonna mat that down, making sure it's nicely framed. And then I'm gonna add dimensionals around just to give that topper height. Don't forget to add some in the middle as well, so it doesn't go down, keeping in mind the aperture from those die cuts as well. So I'm just taking off the backing from the dimensionals, and then we're gonna add that centrally, and I'm gonna fold mini glue dots for the second sentiment, just so it's not too high on the card. And I'm just adding that on the right hand side here. And to finish up, we can add more shimmer onto there using Clear Wink of Stella. So I'm just going to add paper underneath. So just, you can slightly just press it. You don't want too much of it. And then start tapping it on. And then finally, we're going to add the red rhinestone basic jewels. And there we go. That is my Christmas in July white on white project with a hint of Dazzling specialty paper. So I have got another sample, another version. This one was first generation smoky slate. I added the baker's twine from the essentials pack on there to add the bow. I hope you enjoyed this project, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and do consider subscribing to our channel for more card making and papercraft inspiration using Stampin' Up products. Don't forget to check out the links below for the product links I've used today, as well as the next video in the hop. Thanks so much for joining me today. Until next time, bye!